record straight. You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the...
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Diecast review. This is a custom Diecast review. This is Kyle Larson's 2021 Sonoma race win. I thought they made every single race win from Larson except for Watkins Glen, which you've already done, and Sonoma. But I was wrong. They also didn't do the All-Star race, which I could have sworn they did, and the Kansas race. So now I gotta go back and buy 2 more of these cars. That way, I can just make the customs and have all of his wins from the 2021 season. So I like having just all the cars, especially if he wins a race and they produce a mass amount of them, like, you know, most of them. I will definitely try to customize a couple more. That way I can have all the wins from that season, you know, no matter who the driver is. But as you can tell, I have done some custom things to the car, but not the box. The reason being, I simply don't care about the box right now, especially for it being my personal collection. I'm not really worried about it until I just kind of get the time to do a custom box, which it don't take a whole lot of time, but I would much rather do my actual projects for eBay instead of just kind of working on my stuff. Unless I get some more downtime, then I'll kind of customize a few things on my own. But this is what we got for today. Again, Kyle Larson, this is the Sonoma race win. When I did the review of the Watkins Glen win, I actually thought it was the Sonoma win, and then I realized the gas cap was on the other side, so I knew it was Watkins Glen and not Sonoma. This is the Sonoma one, so we're finally getting to this one. I think this one turned out pretty nice. It didn't have to do much in terms of, like, damage or anything, because he didn't have any confetti, he didn't have any, or a lot of race wear. I had to replace or actually put on a decal for the quarter panels, and I put on the, the windshield wiper. But other than that, I didn't really do much else. There's a little bit of damage over here, but again, it's not a lot. So we'll go ahead and open the diecast up and see what we've done for detail, because it's not a lot. You can see on the interior there, you can see it's all painted with the roll cage and everything. But in terms of exterior, there wasn't really a whole lot I had to do to make it accurate to the race. But anyway, let's get this out of the box and take a closer look. Here's the diecast out of the box. Now, it does kind of hurt to actually make some of these race wins, only because the car itself, the diecast, is kind of rare. It's, you know, very hard to come by. I mean, they go for probably upwards of $20 in the Gold Series, but, like, listen to this. If you get the metal chassis version, it's like $8. But I have to buy both of them, the metal chassis and the standard, for this reason only, because the boxes are different and I want each box to match the actual car. So, for example, the metal chassis cars, they have like an orangish box, kind of like an orange-red. And then with the standard cars, they have the gray boxes like you just saw earlier. So, I've collected all of the race wins in the standard release because I didn't want to pay $15 at the time for a race win that has a little bit, you know, of extra detail. I just, you know, I was fine with the standard. So now that like everything's over, they're not producing any more of the Kyle Larson wins from 2021, I have to buy the bodies from the metal chassis version and then put it into, or swap it with the normal tires and normal chassis, put it into a different Kyle Larson box, and then just, you know, change it up that way, like just make it match the boxes. It is a little more expensive, but I'm not going to sit there and have all these race wins from Lionel and have them in the gray boxes, have 2 customs that I made in the gray boxes, and then have the other 2 in the orange boxes. I'm not going to do that. That's going to kill me if I see that, so I'm just going to make them all match. That way we're all good, and I have nothing to worry about. So I am going to try to pick up some extra Kyle Larson cars at Darlington, just that way I can make that happen. Anyway, sorry about the rant. I didn't mean to go on, or not even a rant, the ramble, I guess you could say. So, for this car here, we got Hinge Cars on the hood. Kind of a small Hinge Cars logo, and it's kind of not in the middle, which is weird. Got a little bit of race wear down there, not a whole lot. I do have the windshield wiper here, and they got Larson on the banner. I did color in the Chevy bow ties because they're white. I hate that. I don't like that they're white. I'd much rather color them in. So now they're yellow. Got the number 5 there, HendrickCars.com on the back part of the roof here. Larson on the rear name banner. Nations Guard on the deck lid there. Going on to the back, if it can not blur, that'd be nice. HendrickCars.com, Valvoline, Camaro ZL1 1LE. Got the taillights and the bow tie there with the camera. Over here you got 30,000 vehicles online now. I know you can see the outline, but that's just is what it is. I'm not really too worried about it. HendrickCars.com, got a little bit of racewear down here, and I do have the exhaust plate on there. I did paint that. Valvoline, no winter stickers. I didn't put that much detail into it. Kyle Larson, Alex Alta, Cronus, Freightliner, Mac Tools, Simon, Cincinnati there. Got the number 5, Tarleton. A little bit of damage down here, a little bit of racewear. NASCAR race car, NASCAR Cup Series. I did black out the axles here. Got a little bit of racewear on the front end. No tape or anything there. Over on this side, got a little more racewear. You can see you got the window net down. That's something I always do. And see on the interior, it looks like that silver's kind of wearing off. So luckily it's for the personal collection, so I'm not too worried about it. You can see you got the detail in there. You can see it on the roll cage, on the the steering wheel, in the steering wheel, all that fun stuff. So over here, not really a whole lot changed. Still have the 30,000 vehicles online now logo there, not a whole big change. So underneath, of course, we still have our detail that we normally do, and that is the exhaust, transmission, axles, all that fun stuff. So let's see here. Get my little blade out. So of course I got the gas cap, or the gas tank back here. That's red. These axles are black, and then of course I got the support beams that are black. Whatever this little thing is here, I painted that red. I actually want to paint that like according to each manufacturer. I got the silver drive shaft, and of course you got the transmission, and they got the exhaust here. Some little bracket here. Painted that black, and these little braces are brackets. Not too sure what they are or what they do. But I also got those painted black just for a little more detail to kind of make it more colorful. But there we have it. As I kind of stated earlier, this is for the personal collection. So no, this specific car will not be for sale on the Bottom Bag Diecast eBay page. However, there might be some more later on down the road, depending on how many extra Larsons I have. Because if I'm buying 2 more for the Gold Series to turn into a race win, because I think both of them were the Hendrick Cars scheme. So let's see, I'll probably have 2 free ones that I can make into customs, and then so I'll probably make 1 road course and 1 other win, probably like a Kansas win or something. I don't know yet, but at this very moment, this car here will not be for sale, but I'll probably make one down the road that will be up in a wave for eBay, but I guess only time will tell for that one. But yeah, so I got a lot of customs that I need to do just while we're on the topic of customs. I may or may not be kind of lining up a little something for Bottom Bag Diecast, of course the eBay page, involving some 124s. Just going to throw that out there. While I'm at Darlington, I'm going to try to pick up a couple while I can, see how it goes, and we'll kind of go from there. But nonetheless, be on the lookout for that. But with that being said, I do believe that will be all for this custom diecast review. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.
Everything that I ever worked for, I'ma keep on pushing till I